It's the Casimir Engine Show podcast Ola. I've just come back from Tesco's. Mrs. Engine needed some new specs. Yeah, it's as riveting as that.
You're listening to the Casimir.
Yeah, that's me.
Ka-ka-ka.
Ka-ka-ka.
That been done to death. Isn't that so 90s?
No.
You think so?
Think so?
It's the Casimir engine. It's not ka-ka-ka.
Running to life, I need a break.
It's the Millennium Folk.
Sit down and chew, drink a milkshake.
Tangerine Dreams remix. You have to start off with a tangerine.
I'm going on for too long.
You're listening to the Casimir Engine Show podcast.
Our powers it all, never feeling strong.
We're here for an hour.
I'm coming with you, 'cause you make me better, you make me better. I'm coming with you, 'cause you make me better, you make me better. You make me better, you make me better. You make me better. You make me better, you make me better. You make me better. Like a kick in the head, you came to me. Like a shot in the dark, you saved me. 'Cause I've been going on for too long. The powers it all, never feeling strong. Yeah. I'm coming with you, 'cause you make me better, you make me better. I'm coming with you, 'cause you make me better, you make me better.
Oi! Casimir Engine!
Me better, you make me better. You make me better. You make me better, you make me better. You make me better. Losing my sight of where to be. Rushing too much, I couldn't see that I've been going on for too long. The powers it all, never feeling strong. Yeah. I'm coming with you. You make me better. You make me better. I'm coming with you. You make me better. You make me better. You make me better. You make me better.
You make me better.
You make me better. You
Love a sing song.
make me better. You make me better.
Oh no, I did a sing song thing and then I had to have some kind of massive coughing fit. Oh. Are you ill again, Kaz? Do you know what? I think I'm gonna cough again. I've got to take a swig of my coffee in a minute. But first of all, I suppose we've started, haven't we? We better get all of the formalities out of the way. Oh, before I go any further, we got badge news. You got to stay tuned for badge news. I've got some new bezies over in that there Nottingham called Roots Badges. I've got loads of info about them. They're not just badges, you know. Anyway, they produced some promotional items for me. And listen to me, I'm sniffing as well. What's wrong with you? So where can we get in touch with you, Kaz? At Casimir Podcast on Twitter, at Casimir Podcast on Facebook, Casimir Engine, all one word on their Instagramola. www.casimirengine.com if you want to catch up with loads and loads of eps. That's a young and trendy word for episodes. And what was that music we just heard? That was Tangerine Dream's remix of Millennium Falc's You Make Me Better, You Make Me Better. You can get in touch with Millennium Falc at Millennium. So you spell Millennium and then you stick on the end, you put F for Freddy, ALK.com. And that'll take you to Millennium Falc's website, or you can follow him on Twitter, Millennium Falc. And then if you want to follow Tangerine Beams, they're Canadians. You can get in touch with them at Tangerine, as in the fruit, _beams on Twitter. And you can find them on Spotify. I've used all my music up. I'm going to drag it back. I can't do this, right? This is just ridiculous. There you go. You can't hear the joins or nothing. What's on the show tonight? Well, I've got loads of stuff and I don't think I'm going to be able to fit it in. We've got it's like Top Gear, self-leveling headlights. I want to talk about the new Star Trek Picard, because I am just about going off my rocker about that one. I even have a word when Mrs. Engine went to get her specs this evening. I even had a word with the lady who was working in the opticians about Star Trek, because she was a fan as well. You can spot people a mile away. It's when she did the Vulcan live long and prosper sign at me. People parking, building that's happening in Matlock, that's more local news. Mrs. Engine thinks she's hilarious because she put, are you going to, on my notes for the show, having the best wife in the world? I'll be the judge of that. Oh, and we got cake news as well. So what we're going to have on next, we're going to have a bit of, this was sent in by, I can't just do that without doing a bit of clicking over here. Let's get rid of that. We've got to have my international correspondent, San Remo sends in some music to me. He sent this one in to me. It's by a band called Badison. Didn't think it was going to start then, did I? And badge news is coming up.
This town is really super boring, and no one wants to spend some time with me. Maybe I should go move somewhere, a place where everyone's there. I try so hard, but I'm losing my mind, and I can't keep up with this feeling that nobody wants to be around me. And every day I ask myself, how long will I be my own enemy? My head tells me it's annoying.
That's Badison. That was This Town, sent over by my international correspondent San Remo. So yeah, loads of things have happened this week. You would not believe. Been contacted by a couple of, 3 record labels. Oh, I'm at the big time. Yeah, 3 record labels. Record labels have contacted the show. We got some music. Do you fancy playing it? I thought, sounds all right. I can stick it in the tune cannon, fire it off, and then you can let me know what you think. What else have we got on the show? So we got down to Mrs. Engine, best wife in the world thing. We also I put out a tweet. Oh no, Twitter. So I've been tweeting now for a number of years, and I've had kind of you don't call it success, you know, you want to put something out there that's profound, maybe, I don't know, a political edge or something like that. So during the UK elections, there was probably a post went up there about Jeremy Corbyn and Boris Johnson. We better say him for balance within the show. Then you get a couple of likes and maybe the odd comment. There's a programme on last night called Life Drawing Live. It was on BBC 4 and it was teaching people how to draw. And just as a jokey joke, I draw a knob and a knob and bollocks. Did I just say bollocks? A knob and bollocks on a piece of paper, took a photograph of it, tweeted it out there, 10 gazillion likes. So there you go. I've found me level, right? Anything profound, political, I don't know, something with a message behind it, something with a bit of feeling, wasting your time. Cock and bollocks, masses of hits. So I still haven't told you what was on the show, right? But I was contacted by a record label. They've sent me a track called Dog's Mouth by a band called Salty Greyhound. See what you think to this.
Take me to
Salty Greyhound. That's a track called Dog's Mouth. I'm getting my notes together. So yeah, Salty Greyhound, they came to me via a micro record label called House of Beauty Records, and they've got an album called Highly Curated Volume 1. It's all unsigned acts, so give them a look because they need support. And I tell you what, it's surprising that half of them are unsigned anyway. I mean, the quality of that is incredible compared to some of the builds that you hear on Radio 6. Don't get me going about Radio 6. Even though this week, I think it was... Well, it's Wednesday. I'm recording this on Wednesday night. So it was yesterday. My mind's going. But yesterday I got an email from Sean Keaveney off Radio 6 in the afternoon. So he sent me an email. That's nice, wasn't it? Also, I've had to put a show reel together. So I got an email from somebody. It'll all come out in the wash. I got an email from somebody the other day, and then I've got followed up with a telephone call. Thank you very much for sending in your podcast. Can you do as a show reel, which is like bits and pieces? They asked for a 5-minute clip featuring some of the best moments of the podcast, right? So obviously I didn't include any of my bits, but I'm trying to pick out some really, really good bits out of the interviews and stuff like that we've done over the months, over the years, over the weeks, and I've sent it off. And I did a chat, I had an interview with Works with Base Coffee Roasters, Full Moon Coffee Company. They're on it. Kev Rocker Robson, he's on it. I'm trying to think what else is on it. It was only 5 minutes, so there's not a great deal on it. But there's some snippets of when everything went well. So, like I say, there's hardly any of me on it. Some more music. I was in touch with Richie Tyler, who's now R.H. Young, Richie Tyler Young. He sent me a track a couple of weeks ago called Godswell, and he sent me the remastered or the final mastered version that's going on to his new album. At the beginning, I said last time I played it, because it's my kit. It's just the kit. It's just not like up to scratch. But at the beginning, talking about scratches, this has got like a record playing at the beginning. So it's a bit quiet. But see what you think. This is Godswell by R.H. Young. Rich Young with a new single, Godswell. That's coming out. It's coming out pretty soon. I'm just transferring a track that was sent to me a couple of days ago, and I'm trying to transfer it over onto me other laptop. So nobody wants to know about your computer problems. So as soon as I've got all that sorted out, I can get onto Twitter and onto Facebook, let you know where you can get in touch with Richie Tyler Young, R.H. Young. I hope I've got it right this time, because last time I played it, I was calling him all sorts of different names, Richie Tyler and all sorts. It's what happens these modern days when you change your name. So the other day, me and Mrs. Engine went out for a little trip out. Appropriate music this is, because we went to a Lego exhibition. Yeah. And what it was all artists from around the world who built art installations using only Lego. And believe me, if you get a chance to get to this thing, I think they're touring it. It is absolutely incredible. If you want to have a look, get onto Casimir Engine on Instagram. There's loads of pickety pics on there. But it was incredible. Even Mrs. Engine think it was superb. There's like Lego stuff, there's Lego sculptures, there's paintings, there's all sorts of stuff. And there's a coffee shop. So I went to, not that you're going to go to the same one as me, but anyway, I went to Harley's Gallery, which is near Worksop in South Yorkshire. So if OP Neptune is listening, OP Neptune's Spear is listening, go to Harley's Gallery and see the Lego thing, but go across the courtyard and go to the coffee shop, because they had the best. This sounds like so middle class, it's unbelievable, right? But they had loads and loads of cakes to choose from, and I'm a sucker for a bit of lemon cake. Lemon drizzle, been done to death a little bit. Lemon polenta's still hanging in there, so I had lemon polenta cake. It was incredible. So I stuck a tweet out there and I said, what's your most favourite cake? So we need a bit of countdown music. Let's get rid of that. And I think it might be, this one might be heavy enough. Yeah, it is. So I sent me a tweet out there and I said, what is your favourite cake? So I picked out the top 10. So in at number 10 we had Douglas in Paisley. He came straight on with donuts. Tony over in Newark. Oh, how posh is this? Profiteroles. Doesn't he mean like chocolate eclairs? Ray in Long Eaton, he's done the same thing. He's gone for elephant's feet. Now, an elephant's foot is like, I think it's a Nottingham thing. And it's like a giant chocolate eclair. It's choux pastry with a chocolate topping and cream in the middle. Karen in Matlock, she went for Swiss roll. I don't like it when it's got cream in. It's just got to be jam, and preferably sliced in a jar, bit of jelly on top of it, bit of custard, bit of cream, trifle. Sam in Kegworth went with ginger cake. Ruth in Matlock, anything with dried fruit in it. Carl in Belper, he went for the classic, the egg custard. Steve in Queensland, Lamingtons? Oh, they're them cakes like sponge with jam on and coconut, something like that. Karen in Moffat went for date and walnut. And I've got to say, this was the best one. This was the ultimate cake choice out of all of them. But I'm giving it to Jack over in Matlock, and he said Victoria Sponge. I was contacted by Ace Band It X. So if you've watched Dune, there's a planet called X. I think when I first heard about this band, I was calling them 9 or something like that, Roman numerals, but it is X. This is from a new album called Actual, and it's called Reasonably Unreasonable. A little bit different.
Well, hey, I've come from Matlock.
You're listening to the Casimir Engine Show, recorded live in front of a studio audience.
How absolutely incredible is that? That is X. I'm just getting them up on Twitter. That's if you want to hear more about X, you can follow them on Twitter at IXBandUK. They're based in Chelmsford. And you can get... Oh, there's also a website, ixband.ix.band.co.uk. Do you know what? Casimir been belting that out. That's called Reasonably Unreasonable. Okay, the apologies, right? The apologies are happening. It's not R.H. Young. It's R.T. Young. Why can't I get it right? Richie Tyler Young. It's dead simple. Right, so here we go. Facebook. If you want to find out more about R.T. Young, musician, you go and find him on Facebook, R.T. Young. And if you want to follow him on Twitter, it's at R.T. Young UK. And relax. Right, so that's 2 weeks, probably on the bounce, where I've got his name wrong. Can you believe it? I'm just rubbish. Right, okay, we've got new merchandise, a new merchandise alert. Can't talk properly tonight. New merchandise alert, and this came through my new bezies at Roots Music. I've got to go and I'll tell you what, this is like hard work, this is. I'll find it. If I hadn't put 2 R's in Roots, I'd have been alright. So you need to look for... If you look for Roots Badgers on the internet, that's rootsbadgers.com. They've done me some badges, believe it or not. That's why they're called Roots Badgers. There you go, absolute bargain, really, really good quality. So there you go, free advert. Hey, they could be our unofficial sponsors for this evening. So I've gone for a particular design that could get me into a libelous discussion with a multinational brewery. But if you'd like one of these badges, all you've got to do, contact me on at Casimir Podcast on Twitter, at Casimir Podcast on Facebook, or Casimir Engine through Insta. I'll send you one. It's not a problem. And I'll also probably put a load of other rambling with it as well. Do you know what? That's all I seem to be doing. Collecting stuff to send to people. I've got Christian Get Your Genki. So that's on Twitter at Get Your Genki. I've got him a mixtape that I'm doing. There's badges and all sorts going in there. It's the Cows. New album was released the other day. This is incredible. That's the Cows from the new album Should It Feel Like This. It's called Please. Available from www.analogtrash.com. We'll have a bit of nice Motown bed. Alright, got a couple of rants to get out of my way. First of all, a few weeks ago I was telling you about this new thing that's happened locally to me. Centre of the Universe Matlock. Outside schools they have these like A-board type things that are on like a solid base, and they put them on near schools in the UK. You get zigzag lines so you don't park where the kids are crossing the roads and stuff like that. Well, they put these like A-board things out the front to stop people parking on top of the yellow zigzag lines. So the other day, set off out. It was raining. It was raining. It wasn't raining bad, but it was raining. I've got to say, there was a woman in a Jeep. It was not a Jeep. It was like a 4x4 thing. And she'd driven and pushed one of these things forward so she could drop her little princess off at school so she didn't get wet. I mean, what the actual flip does that? It says everything, doesn't it? Well, today I'm driving past the same school and there's a bloke. He was a big un, so I didn't say nothing. But he's standing there in his shorts having a chat to this woman at the gate, and he's parked a convertible Mercedes, and he's parked and he's leaning on it, and it's on the zigzags in between two of these boards. Why does he think, because he's in a Mercedes, he thinks he can do that? Honestly, a complete and utter knob. The other thing I've got a rant about, if you are from Matlock or the surrounding district, have you seen those monstrosities that are being built near Sainsbury's above the quarry that used to be there? Hang on, I ain't finished ranting yet. I've got to put some more music on. So we had a quarry. They decided to build some houses in there. And when I mean some, I mean like 500 to 700 houses. It's crazy. We don't have the infrastructure. But our local council decided to let somebody roughshod over the whole thing, build a load of houses. I'd just like to know where the plans were that allowed them to build a massive, massive block of flats that's overlooking the whole of Matlock when you drive in. Have a rant to yourself for a bit, Kaz, while you play this. This came through a couple of days ago. It's Eric C Powell, and it's an Andrik Arkane remix of a track that I'm going to play again, or I'm going to play the original that features Stereo in solo, but this is called Shattered Glass. It's an Andrik Arkane remix. Have a listen to this. I think it's ace.
I'm doing well, I've come so far. Thought that I could just forget about a picture or a song, and it feels like yesterday. About a picture or a song, it's there. These are the shadows of my past. It makes my heart like shattered glass. I thought that I had moved on. Would you be taller? memories keep coming strong. These memories, they hold me captive. They are the weight that pulls me down. Now I have found a way to break free. It is your love that I found. These are the shadows of my past. It breaks my heart like shadows. And I hope that I am moved on. These memories keep coming strong.
That is Andrik Arkane, remix of Eric C Powell and his new single Shattered Glass. We're going to be playing the original version that he sent through to me in a couple of minutes. No, it's not Naughty But Nice. I haven't got one of them this week. You'll be glad to hear. Got to find some features. So any ideas that you've got for features, if it's, can we just have complete and utter silence by the Casimir engine? Ain't happening. Just about to take some pics of my new badges. So don't forget, if you want a new badge, a Cas badge, let me know. I'll send one to you. Don't matter where you are. Naughty but nice. Oh no, it says something else. Hang on a minute, I missed that. It says
Casimir engine.
There you go. So yeah, got a rant about these massive buildings that are being built in Matlock. I just want to know where the plans were. I can't ever remember them published in the press, online or whatever it is. They're probably in a vault in our council building somewhere. So if the council would like to come on, the offer is always open. If you work in the planning department of Matlock Council, give us a shout. You're more than welcome. I won't even give you a really, really hard time. I just want to know what the answer is. What are your plans for the town? Where are everybody going to go when they need to go to the dentist and the doctors and the hospital? And where are they going to park? That's all I need to know.
Hi, I'm Barry Scott.
Also, where's all the rubbish going to go? Just a plan. That's all I need. Yeah, we went to Harley's gallery the other day. There's a garden centre attached to it. Thought that'd be nice, all spring has sprung and all that. Be all daffodil bulbs and daffodils on your mantelpiece, tulips on your organ. That'll be nice. We'll go in there and have a look. Walk through the door. Still Christmas. There was baubles. There was everything. Reindeers. They're either early for Christmas or it's just like all year round now. We are in the midst of Valentine's Day.
You must be out of your tiny mind.
That was a bit of an unfortunate bit of timing, wasn't it? Yeah, we're in the middle of Valentine's, so we'll be doing a Valentine's special. So if you want to send a message to your loved one via me, what for? Let us know. Hey, we're running out of time. We've got 2 tracks to go on. This one is by a band, Oh You Pretty Things. This One's To You is the name of the track. You're listening to the Casimir Engine Show podcast. That's Oh You Pretty Things. It's called This One's To You, and I think that is an absolute banger. You can find them.
You're listening to the Casimir Engine Show podcast.
You are. You can find them on Instagram. I found them on Instagram and on Facebook, OYPT Music. So I'm going to give them a follow. They're out of Charlotte. I know Charlotte, North Carolina. How weird's that? I do actually... Well, loads of people know it, Kaz, but... No, I used to have like a work connection with Charlotte, North Carolina. How about that? Anyway, it's that 6 degrees of separation thing, isn't it? I'll end up knowing some of them. I don't know. Anyway, that was sent to me by House of Beauty Records, the micro label I was talking about. Highly curated. Volume 1 is the new album. Give OYPT Music, oh you pretty things, give them a like on Insta and on Facebook. We all need to support local bands. Says Cas, get in. RT Young's name wrong for like 3 weeks on the bounce. Not really helping him, are you, Cas? Right, so we're right up to the end. I need to get another track on because I said that I'd do it, and this is featuring Thierry from Stereo in solo. He's on a track with Eric C Powell. It's called Shattered Glass. We've had the Andrik Arkane remix. Let's have the original, Cas.
I'm doing well, I've come so far. Thought that I could just forget, but a picture or a song, and it feels like yesterday, but a picture or a song, it's these are the shadows of my past. It breaks my heart like shattered glass. When I thought that I had moved on, these memories keep coming strong. It's been so long, I'm safe at last. Surely this pain has lost its grasp, but you can't escape what the heart holds dear. No, you can't escape the heart. These are the shadows of my past. It breaks my heart like shattered glass. When I thought that I had moved on, these memories keep coming strong. These memories, they hold me captive. They are the weight that pulls me down. Now I have found a way to break free. It is your love that I have found. These are the shadows of my past. It breaks my heart like shattered glass. When I thought that I had moved on, these memories keep coming strong. Memories keep coming strong.
That is
Stay with me just like a song.
Shattered Glass Andrik Powell on vocals. That is absolutely excellent. So 2 tracks from the same track on the same night. Incredible. You've been listening to Casimir Engine Show podcast. Bit late this week, I know, but I've been sorting out merch and stuff like that. Thanks very much for joining us. Don't forget, give us a like, give us a follow, spread the word, and I'll see you next week.
The Casimir Engine, reliably mediocre.